Today I'll be talking to you about a poem called Chinese Singing by Eileen Chong. This linguistic and audio text shapes our understanding of the migrant experiences to Australia in the past. Here I'll analyze this text and show how it supports the migrant perspective of hope and freedom. Eileen Chong thoughtfully engages the audience in a hopeful and free migrant experience through this beautiful, flowing poem. The audio element of this text is the musicality, because therefore it is most effective when read aloud. Let's read through the whole poem once and listen for the musicality from the syllables and rhythm, and also to get an overall understanding of what the poem is about. My grandmother cannot read, the words dancing across the screen, lighting up in time with the music. She sings from memory in the dialect of her youth. The two of us walk in the rain, sharing a single small umbrella. If my grandfather were alive, he would light a cigarette and draw breath until the end glowed into a fiery red, saying nothing. It is my father's turn, and he handles the microphone as if it's an old friend. Beside the road, beneath the banyan tree, is a place I think of often. My mother smiles and mouths the words in Mandarin soundlessly. She too cannot read Chinese. The tranquil skies and the balmy breezes, the sweet scent of the grass. I hear only snatches of meaning in the few words I understand. Meanwhile, I think on the puzzle of my grandparents, fertile and warm, lying together in the dark. Of my parents, young, newly burdened and afraid, whispering each other to sleep. The rain falls around us with great intensity. We must walk with care under the one small umbrella. It is my turn to sing. I don't know any Chinese songs, so I sing in English. My family is listening. A great example of the poem flowing is here, because the end of this line only makes sense with the beginning of the next line. This is called enjambment. But at the same time, the stanzas are separated from each other, providing structure. The constant rhythm of the three-line stanzas also create musicality, and musicality makes the poem easier to remember and therefore more engaging. Words on a screen and music here are mentioned here, and also we are told that the family is taking turns to sing. So from this we can understand that the poem is about singing karaoke. In Chinese singing, Eileen Chong uses different language techniques to express the challenges that she and her family face when migrating to Australia. Here in the poem, it is evident that Chong's grandmother is illiterate, which is one barrier when communicating with people in everyday life. Eileen Chong shows that she has a language challenge as well. I hear only snatches of meaning in the few words I understand, and also in, I don't know any Chinese songs, so I sing in English. We also know Chong's mother's language challenge from my mother smiles and mouths the words in Mandarin soundlessly. She too cannot read Chinese. The lyrics of the song that Chong's family are singing are in italics, interwoven through the poem in 4 parts. Chong uses metaphor in the first and last song extracts, where 2 people are described walking carefully under a small umbrella. Here is the first, and here is the last. This represents life's problems and challenges that are certain to come when moving countries, but it also indicates that the family is united and pulled closer intimately from the description, which includes share and small. Here is share and here is small. The last challenge that is shown in the poem is common across the generation of Chong's parents and Chong's grandparents. It is the uncertainty felt when during their life-changing journey. It is the uncertainty felt during their life-changing journey that is seen in the description, afraid, whispering each other to sleep. The metaphor of darkness here also shows that they cannot see what the future will be like. Evidently, the couples have also been united and pulled together in the past, where their unity has been tested and strengthened during migrant challenges. This can be seen specifically in the imagery lying together in the dark and whispering each other to sleep. These are all obstacles that the family members experience through their migrant journey to Australia. Eileen Chong expresses joy in other parts of the poem to show the resolution of the family dynamic after the migrant journey. She sings from memory in the dialect of her youth, Chong's grandmother. This shows how the family hopes to stay connected to their past roots. Through the second and third song extracts are descriptions of a road, a tree, the grass, and the breeze, which are peaceful and relaxing. Here is the second song extract, and here is the third song extract. The imagery is effective because it includes smell and the feeling of a breeze, which indicates a space like an open field where you are free to roam around naturally. A place I think of often indicates that this is a memory and that a satisfied connection still exists between the original location of the family and their present. At the end of the poem, there is a sense of finality. So I sing in English, my family is listening. This is also an open end because she has not stopped singing, which means that Chong is hopeful that her story has not ended. All three of the ideas here reflect the migrant theme of hope and freedom. Overall, Chinese singing by Eileen Chong is reflective because of its links to the past and her memories, but it is mostly positive and hopeful about her connection to the past and the opportunities